Already drinking. Look at them.
Oh my God.
Is it?
You did it again. You taste the liquor.
The drunks are back. Part 2. It's like
Who was drunk, y'all?
these my drinking buddies.
No, you was drunk. Taste this little
What's this called, Ma? Cousin? Hey.
Strawberry lemonade.
Mama G twist on a strawberry lemonade?
Yeah.
It's good. It's real good.
Hey, congratulations on that degree, girl.
Who was that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Wow. Refreshing. Look like it's bringing the summer.
I'm ready to go.
You ready to be on the beach?
That's still mine.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah, the straws about to. I gotta get because I'm teaching them damn.
Oh Lord.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, you go back for your masters. Oh, you ain't playing. That's what I'm talking about. We'll get it. Good evening.
You didn't put up Facebook?
So Mama G, no. So Mama G, this is her spin on a strawberry lemonade. So she's gonna tell y'all what she put in it.
Okay.
And if y'all not following her on TikTok, follow her. The real
I just
Mama
put
G.
regular strawberry lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
I put strawberry lemonade. What is that? Southern Home. It's wine though, but it's strawberry lemonade, but it's wine. And then I put the B-Box wine, pink lemonade.
That ain't shit about that is wine. That's alcohol.
Yes.
And this is a new vodka, and
What is it called?
it's called Smoke Lab.
Smoke Lab vodka.
I have the black bottle. This is my first time trying this one. The black one is really, really strong. So I had to, for my girls, I had to tone it down a little. But it's really good. Right? Because when I go into do my liquor pickup, he always tell me, Ali, he always like, look, Mama G, I got something I want you to try. So once I try it, and if it's good, he'll put it up there to be set to, sell it. So he'll see my TikTok. So it's good, Ali. But it's called
She gonna
Smoke
post
Lab.
it. She gonna post it tonight, y'all, on her TikTok. Ooh, how was y'all
Don't say we got
Mother's Day
one.
weekend?
My Mother's Day. I was in my feelings in the beginning. Yeah, I was in my feelings in the beginning, but I came around. I had a beautiful Mother's Day. I really did. I really did.
And cousin celebrated a birthday on Mother's Day, y'all.
Yes.
Happy
She had
belated birthday.
She had to share her birthday with the MILFs,
with
y'all.
the milk.
Every milk in America.
Shoot, yeah.
Go ahead.
And Mom, you took Mom's Day away. You done had she ain't having no parties because she gotta give you a party. That's how I felt on Valentine's Day with Nate. Cause when you have a child on a holiday, it take away from you. I didn't celebrate Valentine's.
Anyway.
Nah, I think it was taken away from me.
From where?
Because
They said,
yeah.
okay, y'all. So my Mother's Day was good too, y'all. I got drunk as food. Like I think I drunk enough for it until my birthday.
Yeah, that's okay. You only live once.
No, I want to live though, cause I didn't think I was gonna live after the way I was drinking. But yeah. So not this next week, the following week, y'all know we're gonna be talking about mental health, cause it's Mental Health Awareness Month, as well as our topic for today, Lupus Awareness Month, y'all. And if you don't know nothing about it, y'all should be plugging into this motherfucking live. Okay? Call a friend, call an uncle, call an aunt, call a sister.
Call somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody
That knows somebody. Ain't that a song?
that has
Somebody
lupus.
Right.
Alright, and if not, if they at work or whatever they're doing right now, make sure y'all share this to them, okay? Because this is a important topic. We love to have fire topics on here, and when we say fire, is in every aspect. It's not just us gossiping or nothing like that at all times. We also like to bring awareness to different things and talk about stuff that people really don't want to talk about that they should be talking about.
Right.
So, cousin, introduce yourself. This is my cousin, y'all.
I am cousin, aka BKA Shaniqua. For those who don't know my real name, because
OG Rob.
Khadijah
Yes.
just called me cousin. It's Shaniqua, Niqua, whatever you want to call me. But yeah.
That's sad. Everybody do call you cousin.
Yes.
And we don't even know if we're really cousins, y'all. So, that's the crazy part. But every time I introduce her, I be like, this cousin. Now everybody be calling her cousin.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Kids call her cousin. Not even her name. It's that name. But, yes. So, go ahead, cousin.
So, yeah. So today's topic is me trying to educate the community on lupus.
And why are you educating us on lupus?
I have had lupus since 2000. I ain't gonna say the year.
Say it.
Time.
Say it.
Since I was 16.
How old are you now?
No,
Okay.
we're not doing that. We're not doing
I
that.
tried it.
Yes, you tried it. I'm gonna try to get through this hour without being emotional.
If you gonna be emotional, be emotional. That's it. Let me. All right. Before cousin get on this topic, let me introduce y'all to how we actually met. So, we work in a facility. That's how we met. So she became my coworker, and if y'all know I'm crazy as fuck. She was real to herself. She still is, but real to herself. And me being me, I introduced myself, and we just started talking, and we realized we had so much more in common than that stupid ass motherfucking job.
Exactly.
And then that's when started calling her cousin, because we just started, having similarities in people we knew.
Right.
And I'm like, you gotta be my cousin or something like that. And yeah, we end up becoming more than coworkers, more like family.
Right.
Cousin is like a close person to me, and I love all my friends. But when I speak about cousins in a different category with certain things, because she's family, she's a co-worker, she's a business partner, and she's just so much. She's just a big. I don't even want to cry. A big part of my life, and sometimes when you feel like you always that strong person, you always need a friend to say you could be weak. And cousin was that person for me. I didn't realize that I was always constantly being that strong one for everyone else, and of course for myself as well. But sometimes you don't want to be the strong person, and that's okay. With cousin, she was able for me to be at my most weakest stage, where I'm okay and comfortable with saying that in certain situations I'm weak, and she was okay to that, and she was, So they say that it don't matter how long you knew a person, is how long a person had an impact on your life. And the impact she had, you would think we was friends for over 20 goddamn years. So I want to say thank you, and to all our followers as well. If you have a friend like this, cherish a friend like this. I didn't realize how much I needed a friend like that until I met cousin. And I love all my friends, and all my friends know I love them down to the core. I would do anything for them, but it was a time and a place where I I needed someone, and cousin came out of nowhere, and
it's a different category for all your friends.
Yeah,
so,
not even. It's just like I love everyone, but me when I could be able to be at my weakest and know that I'm still secured and I'm still safe. She created a safe place for me. Sometimes you don't get people like that. So when you come across them, cherish them, y'all. I'm crying on my goddamn live. What the fuck? Who would have thought? But cherish those people. Like, y'all know I'm big on my mother, and cousin is just as equal as it. Well, she ain't my mother, but it's as equal as the love that when I'm down, I know who to call, and it's not gonna be about them. It's gonna be about me. That conversation I never had that for a long time, and thank you. So now we're gonna get on the topic about lupus. So like cousin was saying, she had lupus since she was 16. That's a teenager, y'all.
Oh God, yes.
So when you found that out, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Honestly, I was like, okay, so when I'm gonna get better? That's my instant thought. Give me some antibiotics, give me some medicine so I could, move on with my life. Continue on doing what I've been doing. But then when the doctor said, no, you're going to have it for the rest of your life, and that's exactly how he said it.
Like,
so nonchalant, and then walked out the room. So I'm like stunned, like, what? I'm 16. I'd rather you told me I had cancer than something I never even heard of. At least I know cancer, okay, I might lose my hair, I might do this, I might have to do that. But with lupus, you never heard of it, you don't really know how to deal with it. So,
so that was 16 was your first time hearing about lupus?
Very first time. Very first. Never even fathomed that I could have something I never even heard of. But the symptoms was always there. Now looking back, reading about
you said
it.
You experienced the symptoms. It was way before you were 16?
Way before. I was like 5 or 6 because at a young age I always constantly got headaches, like mind-breaking headaches. Like light would just mess up everything. So looking back at it, I'm like realizing I always had the symptoms. And then when I was 16, I got real sick. And St. Joe's in Patterson ain't shit. Ain't shit. Ain't shit. I went to the hospital. They sent me home. And my health was just, I couldn't do nothing. I was weak. I couldn't eat. All I did was sleep. So I went back to the hospital and they had admitted me straight away because my vitals was all over the place. And I was in the hospital for like a good 3 weeks before they diagnosed me. Kidney biopsies, muscle biopsies, trying to figure out what exactly was wrong. And then this little Filipino doctor came in and told me I had lupus and that I was going to have it for the rest of my life. And that was like a punch in the throat. Like, my life is over. So I took it as face front. They gave me a whole bunch of medicine.
Y'all bear with us. This is her first time actually putting herself out there to talk about it, which we appreciate because this is something that everyone needs to know about. Yeah. Especially in our community.
But a lot of people don't understand because I don't want to go into my history of having lupus. It's just that's the way to introduce it.
Okay.
But
so now,
a lot of people don't fully know what lupus is. So a lot of people define it as a disease, but the way I was taught about it, it's a disorder of the immune system where the body attacks itself. So we all have white blood cells where we fight or flight. The white blood cells basically fight off foreign bacteria in our bodies, like the common cold, pneumonia, and basically it rests for the next foreign bacteria. It rests, exercise, build up their strength to fight off foreign bacteria, where my immune system don't know the rest. So if I get pneumonia, anything like that, my white blood cells continually attack my lungs until there's no more lungs, because they can't distinguish between the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. So it continuously attack. So basically, once it starts attacking any organ in the body, because it could attack the skin, the hair, lungs, heart, liver, pancreas, almost every lung in your body, every organ in your body. So basically, I try to get sick. I try not to get sick. I stay away from people that's sick. COVID was really like
Especially
a hard
where we work
time.
at.
Yeah, a hard time for me, because lupus plays more on your mental than your physical sometimes, because you always worrying about if you get sick, what that sickness is going to attack. But you just have to stay strong. Basically, like pregnancy, miscarriages, because the body that the baby is foreign, so it attacks it and forces you to have a miscarriage. Anything that's associated, that's not common, that's not already in your body, basically it fights on. I didn't know that for a long time. They pumped me up with so much of steroids. I had the moon face. Those who you know someone who takes steroids know what I'm talking about. I gained almost 300 pounds. Yeah, I wasn't myself mentally. It fucks up your self-esteem, your self-confidence. It really messed up a lot.
So it's not only physically,
It's
mentally.
not. It's more so mentally. Yeah, it's not. So basically, I just try to stay positive. Always stay positive, even dealing with this, because I have control of this, and I just try to have it under control. Everybody knows somebody that has lupus. This year has taught me that so many people has lupus, and not one time I met someone that has lupus until this year. My aunt, they say it's hereditary, but my aunt just got diagnosed a few years ago, but she's my aunt, but not by blood. So it can't be hereditary, because I have no one else in my bloodline that has lupus. But my mother has kidney failure, and sometimes the symptoms that she displays, I sometimes think that she has lupus, and never was diagnosed.
Because it was similar.
Yeah, simple. But
So what? Okay. Being that, like you said, this year was the first time you met multiple people with lupus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I told cousin before, we constantly was doing the lupus walk and stuff, and I'm gonna make her do what she need to do, okay? So just like sometimes I say to myself, like, God does things like
in mysterious ways.
yes, because who would have ever thought, you know? And me just walking is just, walking for the purpose, but I didn't know much about it. And me and cousin did your first walk, right? Was that your first walk?
In New Jersey.
Yeah, her first walk in New Jersey, and that's me. I started asking questions because now I'm like, okay, I know people that have it, but I didn't have anyone like close that had it. So I decided, who had it close?
My God,
To me.
well, my God, doing it, Jennifer.
Yeah, but me, I never knew. I just was supporting people because that's just something that I do. I didn't know exactly what it was, and I felt retarded because I'm like, I should know something, at least like something about it. Like
Because
when we went, we didn't even know how. Like this was, we go to MetLife, me and my mother. But this walk we went to, where was it at?
In Cranford.
Cranford, and we seen so many people like us. And then that's when cousin said, yeah, that's, majority of the people that have lupus is in the African American community.
Yes.
So then that's when we decided to, I decided to continue to ask questions and things like that to get educated on it. And I feel like just because you don't have it or at the moment don't know nobody right now that have it, you still should educate yourself on that.
Yeah.
You don't stop.
It's not talked about enough, not just in our community, but everywhere. It's not talked about enough. It's not talked about as much as cancer, all the cancers. It's not talked about as much as STDs. It's not talked about as much as other diseases.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing is to get it out there. I want lupus to be big as other foundations, so we can understand it. Because one way or another, you know somebody that's affected by lupus.
And then what would you say was like, so are you okay with talking about flares? Because honestly, y'all, cousin be moving. I be forgetting sometimes. I see her like take her medicine. I'm like, what the fuck you take? Never mind.
Nah,
I really like when I say a warrior, y'all.
Yeah.
I watch this lady every day get up and continue to work out with me 5 in the morning or work out after work. She continues to fight.
Yeah.
So I constantly forget.
I forget too. Honestly, I'm like, hold up.
Let me get my shit together.
let me rest for a minute because
Yeah.
I do have something.
Not you guys.
Yeah. So when I was first diagnosed, that was my first official flare.
And what is considered a flare?
A flare is when basically when you at your weakest, sickest moment.
That's when you get
is
that,
when
headaches.
when your lupus is most active. When you're A&A, those who you medical students out there know.
None of us is medical students.
I'm sorry. So basically, the A&A is the active part of your lupus. That's how doctors can tell if your lupus is active. So your vitals is all over the place. When I was 25, I had another flare where
So 16 and 25.
where I was weak, like so weak. I couldn't even get into bed. I was laying on my couch. I was living in South Carolina. I was laying on my couch, and I went to get up to get something, and I fell, and I couldn't force myself up. Like I literally, the commercial, I fall and I can't get up. That was me. I could not get up.
And not you said that.
Yeah. Yeah. But so I had to lay there, and then my cousin came, and all I could do was say help. And he broke in my back door and he helped me out. I went to the hospital, and again they turned me away because with lupus it's so hard to detect, and when you go to facilities that don't really care about our community, they send you away. So
and everybody know how that is. We've been in different situations, not necessarily having to have lupus or something, but we've been in situations where because we are who we are as a community, they don't take us as serious as they supposed to.
Right. And then I was in the South, so you know how that is. So I went to the hospital. They sent me home, told me I had a cold, and to go to my primary doctor. I went to my primary doctor, and she did a series of tests. I couldn't do this. I could not raise my hand above my head. I couldn't do that. I couldn't squat. I couldn't lift up my legs, and instantly she gave me a prescription to be admitted into the hospital, and that was crazy to me. There in the hospital, they did a series of tests. They said, "Oh, you have lupus." I said that I told y'all that from the beginning. And then
so the fact that you told them, and then every time you went back and constantly told them, they just, oh, it's a cold.
So you think it ain't knowledgeable? People just like.
I think this is like, that's why people do what they do. This is why cousin's talking about what she needs to, because it needs to be more out there.
Right.
See, I knew about lupus a long time ago. Really didn't know everything about lupus. Just went through a little bit with my goddaughter. Like, my goddaughter found out that she had lupus, I think, at 13. My goddaughter never lived. She passed away at 18, had a headache, and went to the hospital, and they just did everything around the headache. And then she ended up getting a tumor and passing away. So she was 18, about to go to college, and never got to experience anything. And when I think about it, it really bothered me, because here she didn't even know, and I guess they found out later, where nobody really in the family had history of it. So, because sometimes I think about her and I say, damn, she never got to experience anything. She never got to experience a boyfriend, never got her first kiss, never went to college, never did anything. So I'm not educated on lupus, but I know somebody that was close to me passed away from lupus. And then I have, some friends whose parents have it. And then my son's, my oldest son's cousin have it. That's how we started the walk for
I just said that.
no, I'm saying back then, with my goddaughter, I didn't, I walked for the cause because of her, and because of my son's cousin Debbie. Debbie is what? Debbie is, I think, almost 50 something, and she has lupus, and I see the changes in her all the time. But she's a fighter, and we all just need to learn. We just really need to learn, because we don't know. We could be going to the hospital and we don't know even what's wrong with us.
Because the doctors don't really want to tell us what's wrong with us.
And not only that, I'm not going to put all the blame
on
the doctors.
Yeah.
I just think that
more research need to be done, and that's more reason why every time somebody posting something, y'all need to donate to the right people to get this research situation going. Like, they need to find a cure or something close to it. All right, go ahead, finish, cousin.
So they released me. They discharged me from the hospital, and my doctor was trying to give me a walker because I couldn't at 25, and said walker. I'm 25. I still got a lot of life to live. So I was like, no, I don't need no walker. I got it. And then my aunt at the time, she used to try to do everything for me. I was like, no, I got it. Like, carry bags, like little stuff to get my strength back. And I just was so determined that I wasn't going to die of lupus. Not like that, not at 25. So, but let me back up a little bit. Before I went to the hospital, I my grandmother, God bless her soul, she told me she seen death on me. And I said, what? And that night, and I don't mean to get all spiritual, but that night, I was laying in the bed, and I just felt the presence, like my life was over. But I knew not to open my eyes. I just started praying. Praying like, please, Lord, not tonight. And ever since then, I just went harder and harder to not let lupus take full control of my body. So that's why I go so hard. Then, like Khadija was saying, I really do go hard. I really do go hard. Where sometimes I be like,
we forget.
I do forget.
I be in there, do 25 freaking squats.
I do forget.
And she be like, cause I can't put my damn leg up like that. I'm like, oh, all right, let me.
Did you have to change like the your diets, like what you eat?
Oh yeah, instantly when I was diagnosed, the doctor already said, "Oh, you gotta stop eating pork." I said pork, and then I got diagnosed at the end of October 2000. 2000, and that Thanksgiving, I said I wasn't gonna eat no more ham. Funny story. My mother made a honey glazed ham with pineapples on it. It took everything in me not to eat that ham, but I haven't eaten ham since 2000. I haven't eaten pork since 2000. I haven't eaten
over 24
beef.
years.
Yeah, I haven't eaten beef.
And I just be eating it in I think
20 years. I haven't ate chicken and pork. I mean chicken and turkey for a good 13 years.
So I be calling her vegan, but she's actually pescatarian.
Yeah.
She a vegan man. You don't even know me, you vegan. But she a pescatarian.
Yeah, I'm a pescatarian.
So now we always stripping
fish, salmon.
Got the kids, cousin coming. We can't have that. Gotta get this. But yeah, so changing your diet, and
but not just changing your diet, but also changing your mindset. Because if you
this goes back to you saying it's a mental thing.
Yeah, program your mentality as if like you don't have it. That's how I walk around every day. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. And I always say I'm a walking miracle. Right. Because I should have been gone a long time ago. According to my grandmother. My grandmother used to have visions. So I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed to be here telling my story.
Anybody got any questions?
Please feel free.
I'm trying to think of the ones we was talking about. What was we talking about? We forgot the book, baby.
You had the book.
No, you had the book. We argued it. But
life with lupus can be hard, but it can be controllable. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy because we have our days where we have to rest. Because if we don't, our bodies force us to rest. And I be telling Khadija, like, I gotta rest. She's like, no, you don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that goes back to her forgetting that I have.
I do. But then I'm also gonna push her because I know she a fighter. Yeah. So I don't always want her to get to the point where she rested to the point where she start thinking like, oh shit, I got lupus. Because we not thinking like that right now. No. You got shit to do. Right. So I'm still gonna push her, but I also, in the back of my mind, always because we all need rest, whether we got lupus or not. So I also started taking into consideration of that too. Like even in our everyday life, we just need rest, y'all. Because if we not fighting lupus, you fighting something else, and right. You need that rest. So get y'all rest, y'all. But yeah, I constantly do forget because I'm one of those people. I like to push people to their full potential, and when I know they got potential, I'm gonna continue to push.
But don't push too hard.
I'm gonna push. Because my pushing hard I like to see the end results of a lot of things, and like from 3 years ago to now is a huge difference.
Wait, yeah.
Right?
I honestly have to say, yeah, that it is. It is a major, major difference.
Things that you wouldn't think that would have been going on in 3 years. I feel like you don't. It's just like how I tell my mother, like, or she'd tell me, like, I don't feel my age. Cause it don't feel like she got lupus. When she do, she gonna rest. But when she don't feel like it, I'm gonna push her ass. Shit. That's just how it goes. So what would you say to what would you say to all the people that, what's the one phrase you would say to the people that currently is going through lupus?
Stay strong. Have a positive mindset and believe that you can overcome. That's all I can really say, because it starts in your mind. Because if you constantly say, "Oh, I have lupus," or "I have this," or blame lupus on everything that you can't do, lupus will take control, and then that's when you start to see the flare-ups, the butterfly flares. You start to feel weak. You start to feel like lupus is taking control of your body. But once you build that mindset where you say, "Oh, I can do this, I can do that," then you can. Lupus, listen, we have lupus. Lupus doesn't have us, and that's the
Oh no!
Remember, I got a job. And I got work in the morning. Fuck work.
Me too. I gotta work too, and put the air on, cause shit. You want to take shots and
y'all pay no bills in here. All right, say it again.
I said, you have lupus. Lupus doesn't have you. Just be strong. Stay positive.
Right. And when you go to the doctor, demand they take all the tests that need to be tested. Yeah. I wish you all. I gotta drive home. I gotta run.
Oh. Goddamn.
This that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh! I'm gonna need a rest day after that shit. Ooh, yo, ooh.
Was it smooth?
Oh yeah, my mother's sweating.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I don't fucking hear her. I'm sweating. And she want to take shots and shit.
No, but like I said,
and I gotta work.
I will. If y'all have any questions, I tagged her in this post today, and even if y'all want to DM us to tell her, ask her about the things that y'all didn't get to ask here, she's more than welcome to open to answering those questions. It was something else that I had to say. It was piggybacking on where we said it's in our community more. I think our percentage of people that have lupus is in Africa is a higher percentage than any other race.
Yeah.
So that's something that we should look into. A lot of people don't check up on their health as often as they should, and that's an issue too. Don't be scared to go get tested or go ask questions about yourself. If you know your body, you know you're not feeling right.
But not just get tested, get extensively tested.
Yeah,
because
get that yearly physical.
Yes,
go every 6 months. You gotta get tested for everything.
Lupus is very hard to detect.
Yes.
Very hard. That's why I laid up in the hospital for 3 weeks before I was even diagnosed.
So would you say that because it's so hard to detect, that when you get diagnosed, it's way after the fact?
It can be. It can be.
Do you
and
think they have a high percentage? Do you think they have a high percentage or low percentage of catching it right when it happens, or no?
I can't even really answer that question because the symptoms, cause like for me, for instance, the symptoms started when I was 5, 6, when I was getting headaches. So I can't say if I was tested back then, they would have, diagnosed me. I can't say that because I went to the doctors. I went to the doctors at 5, 6, and they said, "Oh, it's stress at 5 or 6. She don't have any high blood pressure or anything like that could cause the headache. So it can be stress. What a 5-year-old, 6-year-old have to stress about?
Right.
So I think if it was tested, it's a possibility. It was a possibility, but again, it can also be misdiagnosed. Mm-hmm. It could have been, she has a tumor like your God did. It could have been that. It could have been, an aneurysm. It could have been anything. But being that hospitals and doctors don't test properly, it could be an issue within our community. Especially when we coming in and they feel as though our pain levels is not our pain levels because they assume all of us is drug addicts. And it's not right. And let me just say one thing. A lot of people think that lupus is a female disease. Men can get lupus too. And it's rare. It's rare. Yeah, it's rare.
Women, but men have lupus too.
Yes. Yeah. So all the symptoms
that's something I didn't know either.
Yeah. All the symptoms that we have, a male can have too. It's just at a lower percentage.
And then you feel like you are, because you have lupus, you are more at a disadvantage than the average person?
No. Not at all.
And that's why you're fighting. You feel like whatever you get what I'm saying?
Not at all, because you see me.
Yeah. I already know.
You see me. I work 10 times harder than the average healthy person.
Right.
So, no. But that's not saying years from now I feel it, because I feel it. But no, I'm not giving anything that satisfaction where I could say, it took control of me. I control myself. I control my health. I control my mentality. I control my physical being. So, myself and God, that's it. Can no other disease, disorder tell me that I'm not physically fit to do something that I know I can't do.
Exactly. We must have worded that way.
And if you know someone with lupus, if they have kids or nieces and nephews, have them get tested as well, because according to the Mayo Clinics, the VATS doctors, it's hereditary. I myself and my family, I don't see it, but according to doctors, it's hereditary. So please get tested if you know someone that has lupus, and if they have kids, nieces and nephews.
And how are you tested? Blood?
The ANA, it's a test called ANA, test for ANA levels within your white blood cells. When your white blood cells is more activated than normal and there's nothing wrong with you, you don't have a cold or pneumonia, you're not sick, then you most likely possibility have lupus. Yeah, you just have to get the right testing, because they'll test all the way around it. They'll test for cancer, leukemia before they'll test for lupus.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Tell us about your brand that you came out with now.
At the beginning of the year, cousin had an event called Standing on Business, and I have been standing on my business
Period.
since called Lupus. Superior Warriors. I do have sweatshirts and T-shirts available. 50% of the proceeds will go to the Lupus Foundation.
DM us if you want the information.
Yeah.
I constantly post it as well. So
more apparel coming soon.
Isn't that Superior Warriors, y'all? Alright? So we're going to continue, not just for the month of May, it should also be awareness every month about what is going on.
Every day.
Keep up with stuff. We keep up with issues that we shouldn't even be keeping up with. The stuff that we should be keeping up with, keep up with it, y'all. This is important to know. You're never too old to learn. You're never too young to learn. We have to have this mindset where we want to be great. Like Cousin came up with superior thinkers. You have to think.
You have to think above what society already thinks of.
Exactly. And that goes back to what we were just talking about. She fighting through it all. It's a mental thing. I just want to say continue to fight, because I'll be fighting right next to you. Keep pushing, keep motivating, keep educating, because that's what we need in our community.
Right.
With a lot of stuff, y'all. They want to continue to not have us educated on this stuff, so we got to educate ourselves.
This is just the beginning of an open conversation that is going to continually happen.
Let's clap for Cousin, her first introduction to what we gonna call this? Introduction to what? Pour me up. Pour me up.
I can't with you with the pour me up.
Pour me up.
She was something about pour her up.
Pour us up.
I ain't taking no more. I gotta work in the morning. I can't even get this in.
If that sounds or something.
Yes, every day is a learning experience. Bruh.
You open it. I gotta work. You pour yourself up.
If y'all just came in, make sure y'all like this and please share it. Listen to it at the beginning. This was really a emotional topic. You know what? We ain't gonna take a shot because I don't know what type of bottle this is. But it ain't opening for us.
It's selling us something.
God. You know what? Yeah, that ain't happening, honey.
How did you do it before?
Why would you put it back
I thought I just put it a little bit. I didn't mean
That is child lock safe.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't mean to put it like that. That's what I did.
Anyway, we should focus on that. It's probably time we had enough. We only had one though. We only had one today. Like I said, this was an emotional topic. When we do our lives, we want it to be based on the people that we are associated with. Because everybody has a different set of friends, family, things like that. So our live platform is not only to create things about me and Mama G relationship, but it's also for y'all to understand that we open to a lot of different